Assalamu alaikum, what's up, it's your morning, alhamdulillah. I'm back uploading on the channel, and in this video, inshallah, I'm going to be predicting the round of 16 of the Afcon. Obviously, the Afcon is a crazy tournament, a crazy competition, a lot of surprises so far. This tournament has been crazy, a lot of last minute goals. What is going on? Very entertaining, in my opinion. After the World Cup, the Afcon is the most entertaining national team competition in the world, maybe even more entertaining than the World Cup. You never know, but without further ado, let's jump right into it, inshallah. So I can't lie, by the time I'm filming this, 2 games already have been played, and that is Angola and Namibia. Obviously, Angola have beat Namibia 3-0, big victory, and Nigeria have beaten Cameroon 2-0. And yesterday I was filming this video, but the camera stopped midway, and I predicted Nigeria to beat Cameroon. But yeah, it is what it is. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games to predict, inshallah. And let's start with Equatorial Guinea and Guinea. Let's start with Equatorial Guinea. Obviously, Equatorial Guinea have been a big surprise. Huge respect to Equatorial Guinea. What a team. They managed to secure 7 points and finish first in their group, and they had the Ivory Coast in the group, and obviously the tournament is being played in the Ivory Coast, so that was a surprise. And Equatorial Guinea have beat the Ivory Coast 4-0 in probably the most surprising game of this tournament. Like, who would have predicted this? It's just insane, it's just crazy. This tournament is madness. This tournament is just full of madness. What is going on? And obviously they had a 4-2 victory against Guinea-Bissau, and they had a respectful draw against Nigeria. Who would have predicted that Equatorial Guinea would finish first in a group with Nigeria and the Ivory Coast? Just insane. Who would have predicted something like that? Just crazy, but hey, it happened. So big respects to Equatorial Guinea, and they're gonna inshallah face Guinea, who finished 3rd in their group. Guinea, on the other hand, also were in a tough group with Senegal and Cameroon and also Gambia, and they managed to secure 4 points, finishing in the 3rd position, obviously losing to Senegal 2-0 and beating Gambia 1-0 and having a draw with Cameroon. So respectful results. Obviously, they lost against Senegal, one of the best teams in this tournament. One of the 2 best teams with Morocco. In my opinion, Morocco are the best team, but respectful results from Guinea, who finished 3rd. We're going to face Equatorial Guinea, inshallah, in the round of 16, and this game is going to be tough. Every single game in the round of 16 is a tough game, it's a big game, but I predict that Equatorial Guinea are going to beat Guinea. I predict, inshallah, they're going to beat them with a 3-1 victory, inshallah. But it's not going to be an easy game, but it's really tough to not say that Equatorial Guinea can beat them. Obviously, they've managed to not lose against Nigeria. Obviously, they had a draw, and also they have beat, obviously, Ivory Coast 4-0, and the Ivory Coast obviously are the country who the tournament is being played in their land, so just madness. So yeah, Equatorial Guinea to the quarter-finals, inshallah. Now moving up to the game, man. The game, Egypt versus Democratic Congo. Damn, bro, like, I don't know if I should put my full faith in Egypt. Like, normally, this game shouldn't be an issue for Egypt, obviously. But after the results that I've seen from Egypt in the group stage, I believe finishing 2nd with a miracle, Mozambique have saved Egypt 100% by drawing in the last minutes against Ghana. Obviously, they were losing 2-0 till the 98th minute, I believe, and then they scored 2 goals and saved Egypt. So I don't know if I should put my full faith in Egypt against, obviously, Congo, who also finished 2nd in their group. They've also had 3 draws in their group. Obviously, they drew against Tanzania 0-0, against Morocco 1-1, and against Zambia 1-1. So would I say it's an even game? I don't know. I believe Egypt are better attacking-wise, because Egypt have scored 6 goals in 3 games, but also Egypt have conceded 6 goals in 3 games. All 3 games were a 2-2 draw against Mozambique, against Cape Verde, and against also Ghana. So defensively, I believe Congo are better, but maybe Egypt has the upper hand attacking-wise. But yeah, I don't know if I should put my full faith in Egypt, but I predict a 1-1 draw and penalty kicks to Egypt, inshallah, to proceed to the quarterfinals. I hope Egypt wins, and we'll see, inshallah. I also want to note that obviously Salah is not going to play this game, and I believe Imam Ashur, one of Egypt's best midfielders, I believe he's also not going to play because of injury. But still, it should be a game for Egypt to win, inshallah, and we'll see, inshallah. Now moving to the next game, and that is Cape Verde versus Mauritania. I hope Mauritania shocks the world and beats Cape Verde. Obviously, Mauritania plays in the round of 16 for the first time in their history. Inshallah, obviously, they're going to beat Cape Verde and proceed to the quarterfinal. Obviously, it's going to be a tough job, I believe, because damn, man, Cape Verde, who would have expected for them to finish first in a group with Ghana and Egypt and also Mozambique? They finished first, haven't lost a game in the group stage, 1-2, and obviously had a draw in the last game against Egypt in the last minutes after Egypt scored a goal in the last minute, and then they also drew in the last minute, or the last seconds of the game. Yes, so I predict a tough game for both teams. Mauritania obviously have beaten Algeria, and that is one of the greatest shocks in this competition. So I don't know what's going to happen, but both teams are tough, and obviously Mauritania have had respectful games in the group stage, obviously losing by 1 goal against Angola and also losing by 1 goal against Burkina. Obviously, they lost 1-0 against Burkina in the last minutes by a penalty kick, I believe, and they lost 3-2 to Angola after having a very big game and scored 2 amazing goals, and then they beat Algeria in an historic game, historic win, and they managed to qualify as a third, one of the best thirds in the tournament, and inshallah, they're going to beat Cape Verde. Is that my prediction? No, that's not my prediction. My prediction is a 2-1 victory for Cape Verde, but a respectful game for Mauritania. Hopefully, inshallah, I'm wrong, and I hope that they can proceed to the quarterfinal because respect to this team. They've put on big efforts, and they're an underdog, and I hope they win, inshallah. I mean, Cape Verde are also underdog. Who would have predicted for them to qualify as first? But hey, it happened, so we'll see, inshallah. Moving to a big game, and that is Senegal against the Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire, the country who the tournament, I've said it, I believe, twice in this video already, the country that is hosting this competition, and they have had some shocking results. Obviously, they beat Guinea-Bissau in the first game 2-0, no problem, but what happened after that? How? Who would have predicted that they would lose 4-0 like to Equatorial Guinea? How is that possible? And obviously lost 1-0 to Nigeria. A bit shocking, but not too shocking because Nigeria are a tough team. Nigeria yesterday beat Cameroon and proceeded to the quarterfinals. So they are a tough team, but still was a bit shocking, you know, for the Ivory Coast to lose to Nigeria. But yeah, they've lost 2 games and won 1 game, and they qualified as a third. And they're playing Senegal, and it's just tough for me to say that they have a chance to beat Senegal. How? Because Senegal are the only team who has had 9 points in their group. One of the toughest teams in this competition, one of the best, if not the best, but I believe Morocco are the best. But still, like, this is a very tough task for Ivory Coast. Like, maybe the fans will help, you never know, but tough, man. Maybe a 1-0 loss for the Ivory Coast. I believe Senegal can beat them 1-0. I don't think the game is going to be super easy for Senegal, but I'm just saying it's tough. It's a very tough task. I predict a 1-0 victory for Senegal. Obviously, Senegal has had some amazing results, obviously beating Gambia 3-0 and beating Cameroon. That was a bit of a shock, 3-1, and obviously beating Guinea the last game 2-0. 9 points, clean and smooth to the round of 16. I believe a 1-0 victory for Senegal to take them to the quarterfinal. We'll see what's going to happen, inshallah. But that is one of the toughest games as well, because don't forget, the country that is hosting this tournament is the Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, and they can make a comeback. Obviously, the fans can help. We'll see, inshallah. Now, the next game, Mali against Burkina. Obviously, still a tough game, big game. As I said, all the games in the round of 16, tough and big games. Mali, some great results in the group stage. Obviously, they were in the group with Namibia, Tunisia, and South Africa. They have secured 5 points, top of their group. Obviously, they beat South Africa in the first game 2-0 and then had 2 draws, one against Tunisia and one against Namibia. 5 points, top of the group, clean and smooth. And also great performances in the games. So tough team, they've showed it. And now they're playing Burkina, who have also had some good results. They beat Mauritania in their first game 1-0, and then they had a draw with Algeria. Obviously, Algeria scored the equalizer in the last minutes to draw 2-2, and then they have lost the last game against Angola. By the way, Angola have also proceeded to the quarterfinal after beating Namibia 3-0 in the round of 16. So Angola are a big underdog who are showing big results. Black horse, I'm just saying. So Burkina, good results. Mali, good results. Tough game. This one is a tough one. Obviously, Burkina finished second in their group with 4 points. Tough game. I predict personally a tough 3-2 victory for Mali, inshallah. It's not going to be easy, but that's my prediction. And as I said, every game in the round of 16 is a tough game. You never know what could happen, but that's my prediction. Now moving to the last game, and that is Morocco versus South Africa. A big game, as I've said. Obviously, Morocco has had some amazing results in the group, beating Tanzania 3-0 in the first game, having a draw against Congo 1-1, and then winning their last game against Zambia 1-0. Top of the group, 7 points, also clean, and they're playing South Africa, who have finished second in the group. And obviously, they were in the group with Tunisia, Namibia, and also Mali. Obviously, South Africa played Mali in the first game and they lost this game 2-0, and then they've made a comeback and had a draw against Tunisia 0-0, and then they went to beat Namibia 4-0. Big victory, second place. Let's go. 4 points. Now Morocco, not going to be an easy task for Morocco, but I predict a 2-1 victory for Morocco. Tough one, but I predict Morocco are going to proceed to the quarterfinals. As I said, Morocco, I believe, have the highest probability or possibility to win this tournament, inshallah. But we'll see, inshallah, in the future what is going to happen. Inshallah, we'll see the outcome of this game. And that was my predictions. Tell me your predictions down in the comment section below. Tell me if you agree with me or if you don't. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, share, and I'll catch you guys up in the next one, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.